Hi guys, it's Granny Tana speaking. Welcome to my relaxed gameplay on Calmland. This is part 2. In the first part we visited quite some part of this map already, this map Calmland by Urshaba. And yes, now I want to visit more of this map, so we went here and down there through the forest beside here. Maybe I want to settle here beside this lake because I like the lake so much. And then we had a look here, which is awesome, this nature beyond the map borders, and here we are now. So next I want to go up here and go back here and then have a little harvest on this canola field, and afterwards, maybe even in the next episode, we will see, I'll buy the land I decide to use. I'm not yet fully decided, and then we start settling, and build up our own farm on this bucolic map and landscape. And there is something that looks very interesting, so I want to go there. These stones and the trees. Maybe it's just stones and trees, but it's nice. Yeah, and there's such a lot of really nice spots on these maps that I find it really fantastic. Look how nice. Imagine you have a bench here, maybe you don't need a tent, you have the trees, so a nice bench and a picnic table, and you sit here and having little barbecue and enjoying the summer. Wonderful. So now here it's really hilly. I think for a field it's no problem if you have machines that are strong, but for building it is quite expensive because you always have to make everything plain. And there are several spots with rocks and nice trees. I think those are the olive trees from the Oberon. I already saw in this shopping area we could grow wine here and even olives. And on the other hand, it looks rather green and lush and wonderful. So very often areas where you can grow olives are rather dry and hot, and this doesn't look dry and hot. A nice foresty area. Maybe I open the tiny map, then we can see a little bit. And I think there I see the huge grain mill. So we are right on our way. Maybe I'll buy sooner or later such a forest area to make some foresting. But we'll see. Usually I'm not so much into foresting. But those nice tiny forests call for, yeah, come with your chainsaw. But later I would regrow the trees, for sure. Yeah, and here is a lot of traffic. Oh, sorry. I was just sightseeing. So maybe I can just do a little shortcut. Maybe this lot would be good to grow wine, because this hill here is just nice for a winery. How do you call it in German? It would be something like wine mountain. So growing wine is always combined with mountain, even if it's not in on a mountain. So first I have to tell the farmer, the old farmer, that I'll do his harvesting. Yes, and now I have to do it. And sadly this I knew how to call it. Maybe in the shop I find the words. Yeah. The header, and the other is the header trailer. Yeah. So this is quite simple. Yeah, the header trailer sits to the other side, but I can manage it. And when I will transfer the combine to my own farm, I need the header trailer anyhow. Or maybe not so much when not using the roads, but rather go over the fields and meadows. So this is a teeny tiny field. Unfold, yes, that's true. Yeah, I think I'll just go around and around. That is the easiest thing with this round field. I don't need the map. So this is nice. My first work on Cormland. Oh, I just see there is seasons on, yes, but no crop destruction, no plowing, no field stones, no lime required, and no weeds. Yes. I think life is difficult enough with seasons on. I don't need weeds in my life. I already have them in my garden. And I don't need stones on my fields because I already have them in my garden. We have a very, very stony area where I live in real life. And there are much two stones together in my area. But I think what I said was wrong. Too many stones to collect maybe would be better. So everything is full of stones, and even on the fields there are so many stones that if you would collect them, then no field would be left. Only big, huge holes, and therefore nobody collects the stones in this area. But they build big holes and harvest the stones somehow and sell it, and then we have big lakes, and yeah, those stones are used for construction and for for construction purposes. Different use according to the size of the stones and so on. But there are lots and lots of huge lakes here for this stone harvesting. And in some of those lakes you can have a bath. Oh, if you want to know where this may be, this is in the valley of the Rhine, and the the Oberrhein, so it's the high Rhine somehow, where the Rhine comes from Switzerland up to Frankfurt in Germany, and this area is very flat, and I live in the south of this area, and in former times the whole valley has been the river Rhine, and therefore there are so many stones. And I live just close to the Rhine at the French side of the border, but I'm German. And yeah, I bought a house in France because it's much cheaper than the houses in Germany, and therefore I moved here to France already 30 years ago, and I like to live here. Somehow the people are a little bit more relaxed on the French side of the Rhine. The field is a little bit bigger than I thought. I thought going over it twice or 3 times would be enough to harvest all, but yeah, it's a little bit bigger. And as I saw there on the farm of the old owner, the old farmer, there is no cultivator, I think. Only a plow. But I have enough money to afford a cultivator, so this is no problem. And when I have mainly grass fields in the beginning, I don't need to sow and cultivate so often. But with such an amount of money, I think I rather soon will buy more land and have some normal fields as well. But first I want to make sure I have a steady income, and I think with silage is most easy to have a steady income. Foresting is good as well, but yeah, I prefer silage over foresting. And yeah, grass silage, because the corn silage, the corn grows only once a year, so this is not so attractive anymore in FS22 against the grass silage. It's still an interesting work, the corn silage, but you don't earn as much money, I think. Or I'm sure of. Yeah, and then when I have secured my steady income, buy silage. Then I will start building fields for crops and maybe productions, maybe gardens, so greenhouse-like gardens. Having my own little farm shop. Maybe keeping some animals. More for fun than for earning money. But I'd take the money anyway, so I think it's more than what fits inside the bunker of the combine. But we have a trailer and a tractor, so nothing to worry. So somehow it's soothing, this sound of the combine, and then the birds that are singing. The base game combine of FS19, this New Holland, it was so loud. It sounded like, yeah, it sounded like what? But much too loud for my taste. But this one, I like the sound better. It's more relaxing. Ah, yeah, now I know how it sounded, the New Holland combine. Like a vacuum cleaner. So, very well, that's done. And this here doesn't sound like a vacuum cleaner. So maybe I just stand here. Okay. And somehow I really like this tractor. When we had the fact sheets, I already thought, oh, we have interesting new brands for tractors, and I wonder how they are. But I haven't had such a McCormick until now. And from Landini, I only have the small, tiny one for the winery. So let's jump into it. I hope. Yeah, very good. And let's see where I have to sell it. To the cooperative. Okay. And this is exactly where? Cooperative. Yeah, you can only take place. Only sell canola at the cooperative. Do you say cooperative? Or cooperative, maybe? In German you would just say Kooperative. So, I think it's rather useless to drive the whole road, or? Maybe just do it once to see whether it has some use. Maybe it's not so steep and therefore it's wounded like that. Yeah, it's okay, it's not too far. And the other, so going without the street would be too steep, I guess. Then the tractor would say, ooh, ooh. Ah, this is this cooperative. Okay. Yes. Let's see how much money we get on plus. Yes, 3,000, that's okay. And then I can finish the job. So, completed, collect, wonderful. Yeah, and maybe I can help the old farmer from time to time. Until either I have bought this piece of land or somebody else has moved in. Yes, I already mentioned that maybe some others would come and live here and build villages and so on. And yes, I'm playing this as multiplayer, but with myself. So there will be no others. All others will be me. But yeah, maybe I will take a different role and build a village with different money. So now let's think and see. Yeah, and which of the tractors has the front loader attachment? This one. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. I think I'll end this episode here, and in the next part we'll buy the first piece of land and then we'll settle down. Yeah. And I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for watching and all the best. Till next time. Tschüss.